Hi guys, I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Today I'm here to bring you a unilateral reformer flow using a squishy ball. So during this workout we will be working one side at a time, either one leg at a time, one arm at a time, etc. Some unilateral core work in there as well. As always, please feel free to adjust your springs as necessary. I'm working on a Balanced Body Studio reformer and I will kind of let you know what type of springs you should have on, but if you need to adjust, as always, feel free. Also, make sure you listen to your body, modify as necessary for how your body is feeling today. When you're ready, gather a reformer, a box, and a squishy ball, and we will get started. All right, so I am set up on 2 heavy and 1 medium spring. My foot bar is up, my headrest is down. I've got my straps just hooked on my pegs for now, and I've got my squishy ball in hand. So we're gonna start out laying down on our back on the reformer. So come on down with me. Adjust yourself to the center of your carriage, bring your feet onto your foot bar, and let's take that squishy ball underneath our sacrum. So the sacrum is that diamond-shaped space right at the low back. Once you have that ball in position, you should feel like your hip points are pointing straight up to the ceiling, and you can maintain that neutral pelvis throughout this footwork series. So arms down by the sides, heels sit bone distance apart, flexed feet, thigh bones parallel to one another. Let's start just by pressing the carriage out and pulling the carriage in a few times here. Even weight through both heels on the foot bar. Gaze straight up towards the ceiling. Good. Both sides of the waist are nice and long. And you're just flexing at the hip and extending at the hip joint as you bend and straighten those legs. Let's do 4 more like this. Just settling in, finding your breath. Last 2. And last 1. From here, we'll come all the way in, adjust your heels as necessary, keep your right heel on the foot bar, and let's lift our left knee into a tabletop position. From here, we'll press the carriage out, and as we pull the carriage in, we'll extend our left leg over the foot bar. So press and pull, almost like a single leg stretch variation here. If you'd like, you can flex both feet. I'm gonna flex both feet. Good. Again, thinking about keeping both sides of the waist nice and long here. Trying to keep that ball nice and stable underneath you. Let's do 4 and 3. Last 2 and last 1. Hold the right leg straight, extend the other leg to the ceiling, and quickly lower and lift that leg. See if you can get a little bit of a hamstring stretch here for 4. 3, 2, and last time through. Come all the way in, switch to the other heel. Beautiful, and let's do that again on this side. So we're pressing our right leg out over the foot bar as we pull the carriage in. As that knee comes towards you, as you extend the carriage, just be considerate of the length of that side of your waist. So the belly is strongly braced here. We've got 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold the left leg long and swift kick up and up. Try to keep from rocking that pelvis. You've got 4, 3, 2, and last time. Come all the way in. Let's move to all 10 toes here. Sit bone distance apart still. Press the carriage out. Lower the heels under the foot bar. Lift the heels up and come in. Now, as you lower those heels under the foot bar, keep engaged to the underside of the glutes and the hamstrings. You've got 4 more here. And 3. Finding that breath. Last time, we'll come all the way in, leaving the heels high. Shift the weight of the body into the left foot. Bring your right leg into tabletop. Let's press out and in a few times here. Nice. Start to extend the other leg to the ceiling. As you pull the carriage in, reach that other leg over the foot bar. Let's do 4 and 3. Hold everything extended on 1, and let's circle that top leg. Out, down, around, and up. Out, down, around, and up for 4. As small or big circles as you can, maintain a stable pelvis here. Last 2, last 1, and reverse it. Down, out, around, and up. For 3, for 2, and last time. Let's bend that lifted leg into tabletop, and we're just going to do a few heel lowers and lifts on that foot bar foot. For 8, 7, 6, last 4, 3, 2, leave that heel up nice and high, and now little pulse up and up and up and up for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 8 more, down and up, full range, 7, 6, good, last 2, and last time. Come all the way in, we'll switch to the other side. So arrange for those toes to be all on that foot bar, and when you're ready, let's extend and bend our right leg. Good, lengthen your other foot towards the ceiling. As the carriage comes in, reach that leg over the foot bar. Let's do 4, 3, last time here, and keep the leg straight and circle for 4. Last time, reverse it for 4. Good, keep your stabilizing leg. That knee is pointing straight up to the ceiling here. Last 1. Good, and now bend that top knee and lower and lift your right heel for 7, 6, 5. Last 2, and last 1, little tiny pulse up for 8, 7, 6, hamstring and glute still working, 4, 3, 2, and slow it down for 8, 7, good, last 4, the last 2, and last 1, all 10 toes back on the foot bar. Let's just run through the feet, loosen up those calves and shins for 4, last 2, and last time. Come all the way in, put your arches on the foot bar, inner thighs together, lift your hips up, grab that ball between your hands. From here, we're gonna lower those hips all the way down. Take the ball in between our knees, good, and roll our spine up into a bridge. So you're tucking your tail, you're peeling your spine up off of the carriage, knees traveling forward over the foot bar, and then slowly descend back down. Let's just do 2 more like that. Rolling it up, loosening up that low back, and rolling it back down from the back of the shoulders all the way down to the tailbone. Last time through, rolling it up. Now let's stay up at the top. I want you to shift your weight into your right foot, extend your left leg forward, and squeeze into that ball for 8, 7, 6. Propel those hips skyward for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot down, switching it out to the other side. Try to keep that carriage steady. 8 squeezes, 7, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down, pulse both hips up for 8, 7, last 4, 3, 2, last set. Hold those hips high, pull the carriage in and squeeze the ball for 8, 7, 6, good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the spine all the way down. Now we're gonna take this opportunity to sit up for a moment and change out our springs. So I'm coming down to just one heavy spring now. My headrest is still down. We're gonna come back down onto the carriage. And one more time, let's bring that ball underneath our sacrum here. So ball underneath. Make sure you feel nice and centered on that ball. Spine or pelvis in a neutral pelvis. Grab onto your loops if you have a choice, short or long, go short. Arms up to the ceiling here. One at a time, let's bring our knees into tabletop position. Get nice and stable. Bring your hands forward towards your knees. Leave them there. Anchor down through the backs of the shoulder blades. Good. From here, let's tap our right toes forward and then our left. Our right and our left. Now, if you wanted to, you could sneak your legs underneath your foot bar. So it's a toe reach, down and forward, down and forward. Good, soft front of the rib cage, sliding those front ribs down towards the hips. Let's do 4 more on each side, and 3. Last time. Very nice job. Bring those knees back into tabletop, flex both feet, and just single leg stretch legs forward. Good. Find an angle of those legs that is both challenging for the core, good, but also where you can maintain that pelvic stability on that squishy ball. For 4 more on each side. 3. Last 2. Last one, let's widen our arms out to the sides a little bit more. Extend both legs with pointed toes and scissor kick the legs. Good, nice and controlled here. We're not going for speed, we're going for pelvic stability and control. For 4, 3, last 2, and last time. Bend both knees into the chest, bring your arms into your sides. From here, extend those legs forward as the arms go out wide, and then bend the knees in as the hands come in. And again, out wide and in. For 4. The last 2. And last time. Bring those knees into a tabletop position. Bring your hands back down, face down by your hips. From here, we're going to turn our right palm into our hip. When you're ready, the left arm is going to reach up to the ceiling as the right arm goes out to the right. We meet back at the hips and we go to the other side. Concentrating on keeping the lower half of your body steady in space. Nice, let's do 3 and 2. And on this last one, we're going to continue to go out to the right with our right arm and up to the ceiling with our left arm. I want you to extend your right leg forward and hold it there as you do this. For 4. Last 2. Feeling those obliques working hard. Last one. And now let's just switch it. So switch the arms first. And then when you're ready, add that left leg extending forward. For 4. And one more time. Good, bend both knees in, lift those arms up, place the feet down. Let's take that ball out. We're still on that one heavy spring. I'm gonna get rid of my one strap, and then we'll put our right leg in our long loop. For now, let's just hold that ball between the hands. We'll use it in just a minute. Good. Start with just a lower and lift of your right leg. Establish equal weight through both sides of the sacrum. When you're ready, extend your other leg to the ceiling, and we'll make this into a big scissor kick. Long legs here. Good. Now you can keep your head down for now. In a moment, we are going to lift it up as we take that ball behind our strapped leg and down. Behind our strapped leg and down. So the head lowers as that strapped leg goes forward. Let's do 4, 3, lots of coordination. Last 2. And last 1. Now I want you to end with your non-strapped leg right up to the ceiling. We're going to take that ball to the front of our shin, and then just keeping the carriage still, let's walk our ball up towards our ankle and then back down. And back up and back down. Now very easy to feel kind of off kilter or out of balance on this exercise. So do your best here. Good. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And last time. Very nice job. Take that ball now, and we're going to grasp it between our knees with our right leg straight and our left knee bent at 90 degrees. Give that ball a little squeeze in with your inner thighs, and now let's lower that shape forward and bring that shape back up. And lower that shape forward and bring that shape back up. Good. For 4. Last time. Good. Bring that leg back up. Last exercise, or actually 2 more exercises here. So long legs, push that ball up between the ankles now. And let's lower the legs forward, flex the feet, bend the knees towards your chest, press the legs out again, and then lift the legs up. So we lower, pull the knees in, press the knees out, and lift. Lower, pull the knees in, press the knees out, and lift. Let's do 3. And 2. And 1 more time. Hug those knees in, pause with them in, just so you can take the ball now more in between the heels in external rotation at the hip. So now we just frog press the legs out and in. Last exercise on this side. Fight for that equal length in both sides of the waist. Tailbone pointing straight to the center of that foot bar for 4. And 3. And last time here. Good. Bend those knees in. Let's take that strap off of the foot. Switching to the other side. All right. So once you're all set up with your strap on your foot, just hold your right leg in tabletop, and let's lower and lift our strapped foot up and down. Again, just establish that equal weight in both sides of the pelvis. When you're ready, we'll make that a scissor. Imagine that you have a strap on that non-strapped leg. Create your own resistance there to help make yourself feel a little more stable, a little more even. Last 3. And last 1, let's add that ball reach under. As your strapped leg is coming towards you, you're circling that ball behind the leg. The tailbone is still heavy, even as that head, neck, and chest lifts. For 3. Last time. Good. All right, hold your non-strapped leg closer to you, ball onto the shin. We walk up, we walk down, we walk up, we walk down. Keep reaching into your strap here. For 4. Good, I hope you guys are doing well. 3. Nice job. Last time. Lower it down, take that ball in between your knees. Right leg bent, left leg is still nice and long. Now when you're ready, take that shape down and back up. Squeeze that ball a little bit. Use those inner thighs. You've got 4. One more time. Good, ball between the ankles. Lower down, bend the knees in, press the legs out, and lift the legs up. Good, so I like to have my feet flexed as I bend the knees in, and I'm trying to determinedly keep my thighs parallel to one another as they come in and out for now. Let's do 4. Good, and 3. Last time. We'll hold those knees in, externally rotate, grab that ball between the heels, and do a few frog presses here. Good, for 4. And last time through. Good, bend those knees in, take your ball out, take your strap off. Let's come all the way up. I'm gonna switch out my spring to one medium spring. For me, that's a blue spring. I'm sure my hair is looking crazy now. And we are going to get our long box on. So come on up. You can put your ball just down by the side of the carriage for now. We'll put our long box on. We're gonna take our foot bar down and do a little bit of upper body work. So we'll start lying down on our reformer here. I'm going to start with my chest on my box and my feet about the width of the box, and then, hands on the wooden frame, because we are going to pull ourselves forward all the way to our risers and grab onto our risers here. For now, my palms are facing each other. I'm gonna lift up a little through my glutes and hamstrings, and I'm gonna let my shoulders slide all the way up to my ears in line with my upper arms. From here, I want you to just pull the shoulders down. Good, pull the scapula down, and then let them rise right back up again. Pull the scapula down and then let them rise right back up again. We'll do just a few more here. Last 2. And now last 1. Pull the scapula down. Now continue to pull the elbows towards the ribs, long and low. And then slowly release. Again, pulling it up and forward. Head reaching towards the wall. And back down. Now I have my headrest down here. I'm just gonna put it up very carefully so that I have a little bit of a better range of motion. That might be just, my reformer, but this allows me to get a little better range in my pull-up. Let's do 3 more here. Slow and steady. And last 1. Good, stay at the top with both elbows bent. Put most of the weight into your left hand and take your right hand onto your low back. From here we go to single arm. Good. Now, as always, if you needed to adjust your spring tension for this single arm work, you definitely could. I'm gonna try to stay on this spring as long as you're not sliding, right? If you've got ultra slippery clothes on, you might need to put a sticky pad under your belly or reduce the spring a little bit. Let's do 3 more here. Exhaling as you pull, and 2, and 1 more time. Pulling all the way in, switching to the other side, your left hand comes to your low back. And we come out and in. Now I say left hand to the low back, but I want your shoulders to feel comfortable, so you could also have your hand down by your side. You could have it to the front of your box. Really feel free to make adjustments to make yourself get the most out of this workout. You've got 4 more here. Even weight through both hip points into that box. Last 2. And 1 more time. Let's take both hands back onto the risers. This time my hands are gonna be palms down on top of the risers, elbows a little bit wider, and we go for both arms again. Just 2 more with both arms. Good. Pull yourself in. This time, let's extend our right arm directly out to the right hand side and do a few pulls on our left side. We'll do 4. Make sure that hand feels stable. Last time through. Pull yourself forward, switch to the other side. Last 3. And 1 more time. Good, both hands onto the risers. Extend the arms. Take the hands carefully down to your wooden rails. Slide yourself back home. Good, all right. Come up to kneeling on top of the box. Careful here in your transition. We're going to have our knees close to the back edge of the box, and then we're gonna grab onto our long loop and put it onto one of our feet. Good. Once you've got it on there, come down to your elbows. Shoulders away from the ears, belly braced. Move your unstrapped leg closer to the center of your box and slide your strapped leg off to the side of your reformer. From here, just a long leg lift, a long leg lower. Nice. We're gonna make this into a circle or like an oval. So up to the back, around and down, up to the back, around and down. For 3. Nice and slow, nice and controlled, long movement. Last time. Nice. In with your leg by the side of the carriage. You're gonna prop yourself up on one forearm, and again, we're gonna do that long leg lift and long leg lower. Let's try for a little more external rotation in that hip for this round. Good, for 4. Last time we'll hold our leg up, and this time we'll draw little circles around. And reverse it, really push into that strap. Good, pause, flex the foot and just lift, 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 lift. Push out through that heel for 8, 7, last 4, and last 1. Bring that knee in, take your strap off, come all the way back home, and switch it out to the other side. So we'll take that strap onto our foot. Whatever is the most comfortable way for you to do this is fine with me. I know it's always a little awkward. Okay, forearms down onto the box. Move your unstrapped leg closer to the center. Move your other leg off to the side. Even weight through both forearms here. Long belly, long back. Lift and lower that leg. Try to shift the weight to the inside of your standing knee here. Let's do 4. Good, keep going. Last 2. Last 1, we'll make that into a circle. So up, out to the side, around and down. Again, it is like more of like an oval or a D-shaped circle, and that's fine. Last 3. Last time. Bring that leg back down to the side. Prop yourself up on your forearm. Externally rotate your hip and then long lift and lower. I should say 1 hand and 1 forearm. Let's do 4. Last one, hold that leg up. This time we do little circles, 8 each way. Reverse. Flex the foot and lift for 8, 7. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee in. Very nice job. We'll take that strap off. Good. Replace it back. You can come all the way off your box for a moment. I'm going to change back to 1 heavy spring and put my foot bar back up. All right, let's grab that ball one more time. We're going to lay down on our belly, facing our foot bar this time. Bend your knees so that you can take that ball between the heels. Try to get a good grip on that ball. Good, hands on the foot bar. Elbows slightly below the line of the shoulder. Nice long legs. Lift up a little through the hamstrings. Now let's just press the carriage out. Lift our body up into back extension. Press the carriage out as we lower the chest down and then come on back in. So, good. Just traditional swan here with the upper body. Let's do 2 more. I'm just sliding myself slightly further forward for a little bit more range in my extension. Last time. Very nice job. Move your left hand to the center of the bar. Take your right hand back by your side, and let's bend and straighten that arm. For 4. Last time, we'll move that loose arm right to the base of the skull. And let's try to do a little bit of back extension single arm here. Last 3. Last time. Come on down. Switch out your hands. Left arm right by your side. Bend and straighten that arm. Try not to lose the legs. For 3. Last time. Hand behind the head, lift up. Lower down. Last 2. And 1 more time. Very nice job. Take both hands onto the bar and just flutter kick the feet with that ball between. Let's come up into back extension and come down. Little flutters up and down. Last 3. And 1 more. Come all the way down. Bend the elbows to come all the way in. Good, bend those knees. Take that ball out from underneath and slide yourself off to the side. From here, I'm gonna switch to 1 medium spring again. And we're just gonna do a little stretch for our outer hips. So we're gonna take the foot that's closest to the shoulder blocks and bring it up on top of the box here. You can just rest that ball wherever. We're honestly done with it. Good, coming into pigeon. The foot that's on the floor, you're gonna scooch back until you feel a nice release in your outer hip. Good, you can stay here. You can come all the way down into your forearms, play around with what feels good. You can also take your foot bar arm, place it onto the foot bar and give yourself a little push out and in to increase that stretch in your outer hip. So play around with what feels good. If you want even more stretch, you take your other arm and place it into the arch of your foot. Find a place that feels good to hold. Relax. Good, unwind yourself. Come all the way home, step off. Come around to the other side. Make sure your ball is not in your way. Inside leg, shoulder block leg comes up onto the box. Good, slide your foot back on the floor until you feel a nice stretch. Feel free to stay wherever feels comfortable. If you want, you can push yourself out and in with your foot bar arm. If you want, you can take your other elbow to the arch of your foot, adding that bit of rotation. Good, find a spot to hold it there. Carefully come in. Good. Stand next to your reformer. Feet sit bone distance apart. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward over the feet. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Relax the back of your neck. Soften your knees as much as you need and just rock a little side to side. Relax the back of your neck, your shoulders, your jaw, your eyebrows, the inner and outer corners of your eyes. Good, soften the knees even more. Let's slowly roll ourselves all the way up to standing. Stacking our shoulders over our hips, stacking our ears over our shoulders. Good, and you guys are all done. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed that workout. Make sure you leave me a comment or a question down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.